So we've all wondered whether price really matters on wine. Well, today we're putting that premise to the test. I've got a classic pasta dish in pasta Pomodoro, and I've got two price points, a $17 wine and a $75 wine. Let's see which one pairs better. What's up everybody, Chef Glenn Ben, I'm back in the kitchen, and today I'm testing whether an inexpensive wine versus an expensive wine matters when pairing it with a great pasta dish. I'm making pasta Pomodoro, let's get right into it. Here are our contenders. A $17 budget-friendly wine, typically fruit-forward and easy drinking, versus a $75 premium wine, aged to develop complex flavors and structure. Does price really matter? Let's cook up a simple pasta dish and find out. To keep this experiment fair, I'm making a classic pasta Pomodoro. This dish is simple, and the simplicity of this dish allows the wines to shine and do their thing. First thing I need to do is I need to get some oil in this pan and get my garlic in it. So I want to start with low heat on this. That's why I didn't preheat the pan. You want to be sure not to burn this garlic, and we're going to go medium-low on that. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of oil to the pan. And I've got my cloves of garlic and my garlic press. I'm just going to press my garlic right into this oil. So I want to go low and slow on this because I want to extract some good flavor from this garlic. I don't want this garlic to begin to brown. In the meanwhile, I've got my whole Cinto San Marzano tomatoes. I need to get them in this bowl and get them crushed. I'm just going to crush them by hand. Give them a good crush. Garlic's looking good, nice and fragrant. I'm gonna add my tomatoes to it. So to my tomatoes, I need to add some salt, fresh cracked black pepper, and what you don't want to do with this is you don't want to cook it too fast. We're going to simmer this for about 15 minutes or so, and I'm going to simmer it on medium heat. I've got some basil here, and I'm going to throw some whole whole stems of basil in it. If you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I've got some crushed red pepper flakes that I'm going to add to my sauce. I'm gonna allow my sauce to simmer for 15 minutes. I'm gonna move this pan to the stove so we can talk about the wine. All right, so let's talk about these wines. As I mentioned, we're doing inexpensive versus expensive, but the other thing that we're doing is a whole total curveball. I have no idea which of these wines have been poured in these decanters. I'm literally tasting these wines blind. Zero idea. So I'm gonna taste them now, try to figure out, which one is which. And then I'm not gonna necessarily let you know which one I think is which until we get to the pasta. I wanna taste them with the pasta. But I wanna determine now, again, $17 versus $75. I have no idea what's going on here. All right, so first wine, and my assistant actually poured these wines for me, so I have zero idea what's going on. So again, the first wine, And here's the second wine. So this is a Samuel Robert Winery. This is a 2023, and this is from Willamette Valley. This is a Sunu. This is Shea Hills West, and this is from Yam Hill Carlton AVA. This is a 2019. All right, so they're both from Oregon, again, but one's from Willamette, the other one is from Yam Hill Carlton. So first wine over here, and I don't know, doesn't matter here where these go. So let's see, this wine, let's give it a taste. Nice fruit on the nose. No alcohol burn. Cherries. Wow, smells pretty good. I'm ready to get into it. I'm excited. Let's give it a taste. That's pretty good. Wow. That is tasty. So structured. I mean, it's got it's nice and balanced. It's not overly alcoholic. I'm not getting an alcohol burn. Again, nice and fruit forward, prominent cherries. Nice finish, nice long finish. It's good Pinot. I like that. All right, so let's get into this one. Nice fruit on the nose. A little more subdued. I'm getting apple on this one. Like red delicious apple. A little bit of a melon type thing going on. Maybe like strangely like watermelon. No alcohol burn on the nose. Let's see what it tastes like. Nice and balanced. This one a little less fruit forward. This one has a little bit of a pepper, a little bit of a vegetal notes like arugula with the pepper. Nice acidity. Really good Pinot Noir. I like both of them. All right, so I like both of the Pinot Noirs. We need to find out whether price really matters. They're both drinkable. They're both wines that I would serve to my guests. We just need to find out, does price really matter on this? We'll give it a shot in a few minutes. All right, I'm ready to cook my pasta. I'm using spaghetti, as you can see here, which I've splattered tomato juice all over. But I'm gonna add some salt to my pasta water. So drop my pasta in. All right, the packet says to cook the pasta for anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna cook it for 11 minutes. I think there's always a little bit of carryover, so 11 minutes just to keep it safe. I'm gonna pull my basil out of the sauce. All right, my pasta's ready. I'm gonna turn the heat off on my sauce and pull the pasta straight from the water into the sauce. Toss this pasta up in this sauce. I've got some fresh basil leaves here, and I'm gonna tear some leaves off and tear them up and throw them in.
All right, I'm gonna use my tongs to plate the pasta. I got some Parmigiano Reggiano that I'm gonna grate on top of that. And more fresh basil. Put a nice little bunch there. And I'm gonna take some leaves. There we are. Quite simple dish, but delicious. I'm ready to taste everything. So first thing, I'm gonna dig into this pasta. See what we're working with here. That's delicious. Absolutely. Now, the wines. Let's see how these pair. It's a nice pairing. Let me see what we got going on here. That's nice. So as I mentioned, there was a little peppery finish on this particular wine. It sort of enhances the pasta. Yeah, the fruit, the acidity from not the fruit, but the acidity from this particular wine pairs really well with the tomatoes in this sauce. That's good. Now let's try this one. I purposely chose a red wine to pair with this because obviously the acidity in red wines, they do wonders with this tomato sauce. Oh, wow. Wow. That is delicious. Let me try that one more time. That is a pairing. That's good, and it pairs. It works. But this is wow. I mean, it's just so seamless. And what it does, it's sort of, they elevate each other. I mean, it literally, they taste better together. That's delicious. I'm gonna try it one more time. Gotta double check, right? Let me go back to the first one one more time. Pears, nice fruit, good acidity. It pairs. Wow, that's next level pairing. That pairs as well, but I like this pairing better. Both good wines. I'm interested to know from my assistant which is which. So we've got, I poured this from this decanter and I poured this from this decanter. So on this decanter, is it A or B? Wow. Amazing. That is amazing. So that is proof positive that price does not matter. It's just finding a good wine. That is unbelievable. Let me, I've been thrown for a loop. I gotta try it one more time. That's good. That's a great pairing. $17 versus $75. And this happens to be one of my favorite Pinot Noirs. Love this Pinot Noir. This particular pairing, this was superior. So both of these wines were a pairing, but this particular wine was a perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn B, and as always, eat well.